Hi, welcome back to the Weekly Why. This week we are starting Book of Numbers, Bamidbar. There's something I want to address here just before we start off with anything. I think it ties in certainly very well with what I'm going to be speaking about, but really it's a matter of why I do the Weekly Why. The whole reason I'm doing this video, this Parsha video, ties in totally to what I'm going to be talking about. And I'll get back into that just in a quick second because I think it's important that I get through this first, and then I tell you the whole rationale of why I spend this time preparing this class every week for you. So this week, this Parsha Bamidbar, is in the desert, and this first Parsha, much of it calculates the census of the Jewish people. Now, this particular census, it gives you a breakdown tribe by tribe. Now, certainly, it's a little odd, counterintuitive. You would think that if this whole idea, you have this Jewish people, they're coming together, they've left, Mount Sinai, heading into Canaan, the Promised Land. They need all of this, they need to be together as one to face the challenges ahead. Why is it important that we're breaking them down, into tribe and tribe and tribe? So Rabbi Kamenetsky is a scholar of this last century. What he said really is that the whole purpose of this is to identify the unique strengths of every group of people. So every single tribe had unique values and traits that was important for them to understand and recognize. It did nobody any benefit and any favors to simply pretend that the entire group was a monolith and that their purposes were, the same one to the end. And I think that that's the consistency theme, certainly, of the entire Parsha, is that really what happens is that one particular tribe has a particular skill, one particular tribe has another skill, and pretending that they're no different means that, one, not only are they not accomplishing what they need to be doing, but that, two, as individuals, they are not reaching their own full potential. But I think the real lesson here for us today is that ultimately the lesson is that it doesn't matter if, it doesn't matter that one person, one group of people is doing their job if the entire people is not doing it themselves. That's what this is also teaching us. What that's also teaching us to say, yes, the entire, this particular tribe of Dan, tribe of Gad, they may be doing their particular jobs. I, as an individual, may be doing mine. But if John Smith and the entire Jewish people is not doing their jobs, then ultimately that doesn't work for me either. In other words, once heard an interesting idea that Kiddush, when somebody's making Kiddush, if the entire Jewish people are not making Kiddush as well, then in a way I'm not doing it either. So in a sense that we have not really fulfilled any of our obligations if the Jewish people have not done that. We talk about light unto nations, or Lagoyim. The Jewish people are not an or Lagoyim. I, as an individual, may consider myself to be a good and righteous, holy, religious Jew, try to, do what I can. But the reality is, if 99% of the Jewish people are not fulfilling their role in the world, we are not doing our role at all. And I, as an individual, am not at all. So I can't really go to sleep at night thinking that I have fulfilled my obligation if the entire Jewish people hasn't at all. So that's really the core message here of Bamidbar, Parsha Bamidbar, in the sense that, yes, it's true, these individuals together on their own are doing something, but they only can be doing it as a collective. And if they are not doing it as a collective, the Jewish people do not exist. Okay? So once I said, getting back into why I do the Weekly Why, the whole entire reason I do the Weekly Why is because this is, I think, a skill that I possess, something that I enjoy doing, something that I think I'm good at doing, and really, that's why I do it. But every individual listening to this needs to stop and ask themselves, this Jewish people, the situation of the Jewish people is absolutely critical right now, okay? It is absolutely in the state of disrepair. The Jewish people, 90% have opted out. Jewish people don't know what they're doing, what their purpose is in the world. Younger Jewish people have forgotten about Israel, don't care about the Jewish people there. We have totally forgotten our purpose in the world, okay? And it is incumbent 100% upon every single Jew who does have an appreciation, who has, thank God, gotten to the point where they see a value in their lives as a Jew, and say, what is my skill that I can bring to the table? Not something that I would like to do, something I have to do. Okay? something where I see a need and something where I can step up to the plate and make it happen. So that's the lesson, certainly from Parsha Bamidbar, where every single tribe together, individually, they maybe have been doing their job, but only came to fruition as an entire group of people. And that indeed is why, according to Rabbi Kamenetsky, they were given numbers and they were counted individually, because only individually can they bring their individual goals and strengths to the table, but only as a collective does it really make a difference. So that's it. Best wishes. Shabbat Shalom. God bless.